We are good. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll go ahead and get started. First question to Sean Coleman.
Hey, Coach, there was a stretch there in the second quarter, about 5 minutes to 3 minutes, where Desmond Bane had 2 threes, got an offensive rebound, made a pass out to DeAnthony Melton for a good open look at 3. Just 2 minutes right there where you really encompassed what he brings to the team: awareness, playmaking, and his three-point shooting ability. Another really good performance from him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, really good performance by Dez. As you just rattled off there, a number of different ways he can impact the game. Obviously, finding his rhythm on the offensive end, what his role is going to be. Obviously, he does more than just space the floor. Obviously, a really good three-point shooter. I think he's getting a comfort for how we're spacing and how we're executing on the offensive end, and how we want to be aggressive from the three-point line. When teams shift and help, and we're an unselfish team, you got to be ready to let it fly. But then he's shown over the course of the first 3 preseason games an ability to play make off the bounce, aggressive driver. So those are things that we know over time we're going to continue to grow and just continue to make him a really, really good basketball player. And going to the boards and all that stuff, he does some things, just to make winning plays. So that's something that we're hitting him with every single day, is how hard he's got to play. And as much as he's absorbing all the new information, I think he's doing a really good job.
Megan Triplett.
Coach, earlier during pregame, you talked about the areas of emphasis that you wanted your team to kind of grow in, especially when it comes to getting the team off the free throw line. When you look at this game, what did you see from your guys, and how do you still eliminate getting the team off the free throw line and eliminating the fouls?
Well, if we can just do what we did, Megan, in the second half and do that for 48 minutes, I think that's the recipe. We hit the guys. I think they felt it. We didn't start off with the mental edge that we needed to. I thought there were some breakdowns in our habits, some breakdowns in our coverages and our communication. We were just kind of in second gear, and thought that Hawks came out really strong, and they got to fourth and fifth gear a lot quicker than we did. But I felt like our guys turned around to end that first quarter. It was a back and forth first half, but I think once they settled in and recognized that we weren't living up to our standard, we did a whole much better job in the second half. Our activity was a lot better. I think we gave up 15 free throws there in the first half, only 7 in the second half. Those are areas of improvement. And, it's not always going to be perfect for 48 minutes as much as we want to stress that for 48. But the fact that the guys bounced back and got a lot better in the second half, I thought our transition D was a lot better in the second half. They really exploited us with early attacks and kick aheads and, rim runs. And that's, we can't give that up. That's one of our fundamental habits is transition D. So the fact that our guys are really embracing, the areas of improvement from game to game and quarter to quarter speaks volumes to where they're at right now. But hit them after the game. Even though we've gotten the results that we want at the end of the day is to win ball games, we've got a long way to go in a lot of different small areas, and hopefully we'll address that tomorrow and get better each day.
Peter Emerson.
Yeah, Taylor, over the course of the 3 preseason games so far, John Moran has 31 assists, 4 turnovers, 61% shooting. Looks like he's kind of getting pretty much wherever he wants. He seems to be seeing things much, much faster. Have you noticed that even throughout preseason, training camp? And to what do you attribute his elevation here?
I mean, it's all the work that he puts in. And then I would say, his connectivity with his teammates is second to none. And I think he's really taken a huge step. I've talked about it, the leadership piece, but I think just his ability to see the game. And, they always say when the game slows down for you, I still think he's got more steps to take to let the game even come more to him. But he's doing a really good job of getting his teammates in the right spots, making sure they're on the same page with how we're running. And he gets a lot of assists that way, and how teams are throwing different coverages at him and how they're shifting off of guys and all that. He's doing an unbelievable job of just letting the game come to him, be that attack guy for us. Obviously, he's scoring it really well, but then he's also, playmaking really well. So I think it's a credit to him, credit to the connection with his teammates, and his teammates doing, their role and serving their job. And, we hit him all the time. When you're off the ball, you need to, reciprocate, do the same thing for your teammates. And I think he's doing a good job of that. And then I think defensively, he's giving great effort. He's just taking steps, in the right direction in a lot of different areas. And I've been really impressed in the first 3 games. And I'm going to come back tomorrow and try to find more ways to help him get better.
Evan Barnes. Evan Barnes.
Hey, Taylor, I asked the guys this, but How did it feel for you being back at home, and just did you see the guys kind of play with that energy that you wanted to see with them being back in familiar surroundings?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great feeling. There's no place like home. And, you know, I know we didn't have, you know, the capacity that we're going to end up having when the regular season starts, but the fans were great tonight, great energy in the building. Our guys feed off of our fans. You know, I think there's just great energy in this building. Our guys were so excited to be back here. It's been a long layoff, you know, nine-ish months. But as I said, there's no place like home. And, you know, we just play with a swag, and that's what we need. You know, we got to have that same swag when we go on the road, but I think our energy's been great on the bench. It translates to what's going on the court. So it's just, you know, great feeling being back home, you know, so excited to be here, you know, for the next week or so to kick this season off.
All right, that's all the time we have. Thanks, Coach.
Great. Thanks, everybody.